Hey, welcome to 520. My name is Bill Selleck. I am your instructor for the course. I'm also recording on my phone, which is balanced on a water bottle. So if you see a little bit of a shift, that is what's going on. My laptop is in front of me, which you cannot see, but I can. But my laptop keeps crashing when I'm recording in QuickTime. So I'm recording on my phone, balanced on a water bottle. So anyway, so if you see the wiggle, that's what's going on. Welcome. How are you? Good. I asked that as though I can hear you. I can't. What do you have for your last meal? That's great. See, like it. That's not how video works. And yet I continue. So I'm Bill. I am Director of Technology at Hillbrook School up in the Bay Area near San Jose. This is the tech office. I am at Hillbrook School. It's a great place. See if you can see this little guy. Is that reversed? Be kind, be curious, take risks, be your best. Those are our school's core values, things that we actually live out day to day with adults and with students. It's a magical place. It's a K-8 school, independent school. If you're ever near the area, come hang out. I can show you around. We're doing some really incredible things. We've been a one-to-one iPad school for 8 years now, 9 years? About 9 years, yeah, since they were invented. Before I was up in the Bay Area, I was teaching elementary school, so kindergarten, second grade, fourth and fifth grade music, down kind of near Pasadena-ish. So yeah, there you have it. I've been in Concordia for, 4 years now. Before that, I was teaching EdTech master's courses at Azusa Pacific University for 8 years. What else about me that might be relevant? I have 3 kids that are 4, 5, and 7. So they are in preschool, kindergarten, first grade. Next year, excited to have all 3 of them at Hillbrook for the first time in junior kindergarten, first grade, and second grade. It's a crazy moment because I taught second grade for 5 years and I will have a second grader. Dude. I'm also super involved in Q. If you know not of Q, pause the video after I say the sentence. Let me give you directions, then you can pause. So if I said pause the video, you wouldn't know what I'm going to say. CUE.org, Q, it used to stand for Computer Using Educators. Sign up for a free membership. It used to be $40 a year. My first couple of years involved with Q, I would pay just to have that line on my resume, member of Q. Now you can be a member for free. Not only do you get some amazing resources, but the more you get involved, it is a phenomenal group of educators that if you stay connected, stay connected, will continue to keep you on the cutting edge of technology in the classroom. And there's amazing humans involved in this organization. And if that's not enough, the line on the resume, the amazing things that will change your life and your career, just being a member adds to their membership list, right? Obviously. But when it comes to advocacy work, keeping technology in classrooms, actually having an open internet for all, which is currently under attack. The more members, the more leverage we have in those meetings, like at both the state capitol and also in Washington, D.C. So we do a fair amount of advocacy. It's good stuff. Q.org, be a member. I would say if you're going to connect with them, Facebook is the best place. They have amazing, amazing resources. So this course, EDUT 520, you're here. The first place hopefully you clicked on is Meet Your Instructor, because that's where we are at right now, watching this video, the Meet Me. So you looked at that, looked at what I do, who I am, and just, wow, nothing is loading in Blackboard right now, despite having really fast internets at our school. But we will come back unless my computer is crashing, which I think is happening. This is a bad time for my computer to crash. Really? This is what we're going to do right now? I have all the assignments listed as Google Doc tabs. While I'm waiting for this to load, I'm just getting this spinny wheel of death, and I don't want to start the video over, but maybe I'll edit it. The idea of the way the course is laid out is that each week, nearly every single week, you have a discussion board. So those are due Thursday by midnight, by 11:59. Your initial post, if you've never looked at the rubric or not looked at it recently, be sure and not just click through on the week. The week actually links to it. But actually clicking on discussion boards over in that kind of tealish sidebar, click on that, and and read through the rubric and the expectations about what an initial post is. And then the 2 thoughtful replies are due Sunday by midnight, with the exception of week 8, that everything's due Friday on that. But initial posts Thursday, 2 replies by Sunday. So I think the easiest way is just for me to go over the week by week what the assignments are going to be, and then you can just click on the weeks, and the rest kind of figures should be super obvious. So there's a handful of assignments. A lot of them really fit together, so it looks pretty overwhelming, but let me give you a super quick overview, and then each week I'll definitely give you some more details about the assignment. So the first one is a philosophy statement, looking at the Ornstein and Hunkins book. It's connected to chapter 1, basically. Look at your personal experience as an educator, looking at the theories, and basically looking at how those theories in chapters 1 and 2 resonate with your teaching philosophy or your pedagogy. 2-page, please make sure it's APA formatted. I will definitely give you some feedback over APA formatting. That's a big deal. Chapter 2 is a graphic organizer. You can either download it, work on it in Word, or go to File and make a copy, type it in Google Docs, and then download. But please submit a Word document. I personally don't work in Word, but I will make a copy, work on it in Google Docs. This is me working on it in Google Docs. File, download as Word, and then submit that Word file. Please do not submit any links for assignments. It needs to be like a file submitted. That's a big deal for our accreditation. Assignment number 3 is a group project. It's a collaborative project. It's around character education or moral education. You're going to create a slide deck collaboratively. So one person's going to create that slide deck, share it with the rest of your classmates, edit it in Google Drive. Your 4th assignment is looking at some essential questions, looking at a unit you're going to be working on. So it begins that work at a backwards design unit plan. That one's due week 6, but this one is just looking at what are the essential questions. Also, if you've not looked at essential questions, those are a great way for a department, or if you're a younger student teacher, for you to look at a particular piece of curriculum and say, like, why are we teaching this? And then trying to connect lessons to those essential questions. We've done that as a school, and it's been, particularly around history, has really transformed what we teach and why we teach it, and making those connections to the essential questions. So week 5 is kind of a separate one. That is a library orientation. It's an absolutely critical piece as you begin to look at what your capstone is going to be. You will find that while it's not super connected to this course, to 520, it will be incredibly important when you get to 580 and then later to 605. And you will be super happy that you had it now. You'll look back at your past person and be like, oh my gosh, so glad we had that orientation in 520. Assignment number 6, your signature assignment, is the backwards design unit plan. There's a lot to it. I'm not going to explain it other than letting you know, giving you a heads up that the end of week 6, that's a big one. That's a lot going on. And then assignment number 7 connects with that. You're going to create an assessment plan that connects with the backwards design unit plan. So you create the unit plan, and then your final assignment is an assessment plan that connects with it. If you have not subscribed, oh, that's so funny. The shirt I'm wearing right now is the same one in the photo of me on the Meet Your Instructor page. It's like I planned it, or it's kind of embarrassing. That actually happened once. I was keynoting the Q Bold Symposium, and they invited me up on the stage, and one of your people, and I was wearing this shirt, and the picture of me is actually that same picture. And so there's a giant picture of me in this shirt, and so I was like, cool, it's a good shirt. People laughed. It was perfectly awkward. Last thing, make sure you're getting the weekly announcements. You can subscribe to them. If not, I post them Saturday morning for the following Sunday through Sunday. So if you've not subscribed to that, make sure you're watching those. Watch the weekly videos. Reach out for me if you need a quick message. Feel free to call or text. If you need a more official thing, always email. You can just tweet at me, hey, send you a quick email, and then I can double check the email, even though my email is on my phone. I was gonna hold up my phone. My phone is actually right here, but you know what a phone looks like. I don't know why I would do that. Yeah, anyway, excited to have you in 520. We're gonna have a good time. It's some good stuff, and welcome.